Welcome to Angel, everyone. Perhaps my favourite of the 35 centres of Greater London. If I had to have sex with one of the 35 major centres of Greater London, then I would probably have to go with Angel. Maybe Camden Town, but I would have to, be very careful with contraceptives there. And then Marylebone is really lovely as well, obviously, but it's I think it would be a bit stuffy, perhaps. All right, first of all, let's get the easily Googleable shit out of the way. Angel is an area in North Dakota, close-ish to King's Cross. It's on the Northern Line, and it's right on the edge of Zone 1. Pretty central, that is. So it's kind of posh. That's, I think, how most of my friends would see it. I feel really lucky to get to live here. But that's the thing. I live here, and the Slappee is not posh. Oh, really? Okay, hang on. Let me explain. This is my end of Essex Road, which is a very long street that runs through Angel. And this is the Green Man, which is my local pub, basically. These guys don't really look like the most open-minded people. Especially when you just walk past and they holler stupid shit. I don't think there are too many like Kate Bush fans in there, for instance. I've actually never been inside, so who knows. Maybe these guys love Kate Bush, and maybe they all have hamsters and just love chocolate or something. So yeah, that's the Green Man. It's not a very nice place. But then just around the corner, if you're depressed after visiting the Green Man and want to cheer yourself up, you can go wait around this bench and just wait for a dope peddler to come along, because he usually sits here selling drugs to kids who come around at night on bikes. And he give them stuff out of his little white bag. But again, maybe I'm just being judgmental. Who knows? Maybe he hands out bags of basil and condoms. Fuck do I know? Shit, that's even more disturbing though. Also pretty close to the Green Man, and up in my area, there's this funeral thing next to the flower shop. So why not buy your mother a nice funeral? Cheer her up if the basil doesn't work. If you move just a tiny bit further down Essex Road, you'll find something like this narrow little park. It's disturbingly cute. It's like a puppy in park form. But even here, there's always shit to be found. There's even some sofas outside if anyone's interested. You'll have to fight off a squirrel first though. So there are definitely less posh areas of Angel. We'll come to the proper posh bits in a second, as the gentleman said to the mistress. But hang on, I want to get back to the sofas, because these are so what the fuck. Me and my sister have talked about this. Like, you know that you've been in London for quite some time when you don't react when you see stuff like this anymore. And I've talked about this before as well, like how just walking around streets here can be really, it's like your imagination just comes on itself, because it's so much nice stuff. Gandhi next to the cocktail club. Someone got pissed off at their umbrella. There's a dog called Stewie, and then a bit further up there's another one called Frank. But there's no duck anymore though. I'm so sad about this. But thankfully the police seem to be as upset about this as I am, so they seem to be on it. Operation Find the Fucking Duck. Yes. But okay, on to the lovely posh bits. Let's start down by the canal. Doesn't it look lovely? People actually live in some of these boats. If there's good internet, I would love that. But of course, the canal also has its shitty side to it, and in its case, it's the water. I love thinking about how many corpses and dead things must be in there. I mean, you have to jerk off to something. But okay, if you need something a bit less corpse infested, why not have a quick stroll up to Camden Passage? This is, as Dickens would put it, just a nice fucking street. Not in Camden though. Not sure why it's called Camden Passage, never mind. I walk through here all the time, but I've basically never gone into any of these shops. I have no interest in these places, I just like hanging around them because they look good. Like with most of my friends. No, Jesus. Here you can have a good look at the interesting mix of people who hang out in this part of Angel. The lady who grew up on Wagner but now only listens to Norwegian death metal. The two hunky mates, one of whom is confused about how to wear both a jacket and a rucksack at the same time. They're followed by the standard nun-bearded hipster. And then comes the true Angel couple, the well-groomed, well-behaved and well-off young family. With healthy smoothies in hand, they parade the streets showing off their blisteringly mainstream lifestyles. Little does one know, however, that they're both really into early Rammstein. But alright, now let's get into the really bloody posh bits, shall we? Let's lose all inhibitions and get downright pompous. If you live in one of these houses, then you probably don't struggle too much with getting money for groceries. Again, if there's good internet, I would love to live here because there's so many lovely looking doors. I mean, Jesus. In Sweden, where I come from, by the way, hello. I think there's regulations about which colour your front doors are allowed to have. You're not allowed to stick out too much. But here, that seems to be encouraged, which is something I can go on and on about, and which I probably will in another video. But anyway, I find these doors to be splendid. I would have a yellow one with pink dots. Obviously, the closer you get to Angel Station and the centre of things, the posher things usually get. This is the very other end of Essex Road. Or is this technically Upper Street, maybe? But yeah. There are more branded shops and things, more cafes and restaurants, quite a few second-hand places as well, and street musicians. There's a cinema here as well, so I guess this is like the entertainment bit of Angel. Now, we've obviously only nibbled on the surface of this, the sexiest of the 35 major centres of Greater London. We haven't even mentioned all the many pubs, the beautiful churches, the chapel market, so there's definitely more to this place place as well. Then I can fit into one video, believe it or not. But okay, so if I am to sum up why I like Angel so much, I guess it's like the mix of things. There's the nice bits and then the sort of rough bits. Even the graffiti can be divided up like this as well. So you have the really fancy, you know, artworks that people come here to see, and they're featured in magazines and stuff. But there's also the, you know, less known things that can get painted over anytime. Oh, and another thing I really like about this, and this is gonna sound so stupid from a Swedish person living in London, but I really like that it's not too touristy. You know, there are not too many tourist traps or something. So it makes the whole area not reliant on tourism. People just, like local Londoners, just come here because it's a nice place. Does this make me a hipster? Probably, but fuck it all. Fuck it all. So be it. I can be a hipster. It's fine. Hypocrites and hipsters can be nice as well. So yeah, there we go. So I think that's it for the little tour. Let's end here in the very center of things, in the little in Islington Green, because there's dogs and shit here. And if you play Pokemon Go, there are so many good Pokemons here. Anyway, all right. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming along this little tour with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can leave it a like and a comment down below. You can subscribe as well if you want to see more videos like this one about London, or I also do some classic gaming stuff if you're interested in that. Fuck it, I might even do some makeup tutorials, who knows. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, as always, stay slapping. Yeah, whatever that means.